everyone, how are you all? Hope everybody's okay, hope you're all well. So welcome to Maintenance Friday. Got the winter bike behind me. The bottom bracket on this, in my last video I was mentioning that I think it's that's clicking now or making a funny noise. So the bottom bracket is a Hope Holotech 2 bottom bracket, ceramic bearings. I bought it in about 2010 I think, and it lived on my time trial bike for many years. I fitted it when I fitted an SRM crank, and then I took it off the time trial bike when I stripped the time trial bike and sold the time trial bike frame and components 3-4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and then put it on here. So it's had quite a lot of use. I've acquired some new Hope bearings for it. These are just stainless steel ones. So the first thing I want to do is get the bottom bracket out of here. Normally, Holotech 2 style, the spline style, these are just some Shimano Holotech 2 cups. That's the Shimano Holotech 2 tool. It goes on the splines and you do it up and undo it with that. These are tight in here, steel frame, winter use, typical thing. Even though they're greased, they tend to seize up. So that is why I bought the, well, it's a Lifeline one. I thought it was a Lazine. They didn't have the Lazine full tool, and it's got a 1/2 inch drive square in the middle, but it's also got a hex on there, so I can put on a big 32mm spanner, and I should be able to take the cups out and then check it all, re-grease it all, put it back together. That's the plan anyway, so let's get into it and see how we do. I'm going to leave it on the floor, I'm not going to put it in the stand, partly because I've got the other bike in the stand anyway. I mean, I could move it, but I want it on the floor so I can do the leverage, leaning down on it over the top of it like I did with the pedals. First job then, I'm going to take the chain off so it doesn't get on the floor because it's all oily. And I'm going to just get a tub to put the chain in, and I'm going to put some gloves on. I'm going to take my jumper off so I don't get oil on my jumper. Catch you in a minute. Put it on the little ring. Long one. Now, just find the split link. There it is. The bike is filthy, it needs a really good wash, but because it's been so frosty outside, I don't want to wash it because it's a public area and then end up with ice everywhere. Well, that came undone really easily. And it's a new link as well. That'll be all like that. Let's just wrap it over there like that. Just to keep it out of the way, stop it getting on the floor and making a mess. Because it's oily. Right, get the tool, put it on, get the spanner on there, stand the other side, push it on, lean down with this one, so you're going down at the front. And it's come off because that's how tight it is. Alright, we want that one then instead, so that we're not offline. I'm not going to be able to do it with that arm. Here I am. There we go. Turn the bike round. Right, that should come out with the Shimano one now. So on the non-drive side, a bit manky, I'll bring that closer and show you in a minute. Right, need to clean these up, get those sealing caps out. It's quite rusty in there, so it's probably that one that's had it. Cap out. Again, it doesn't feel too bad, but I'm going to replace them anyway because they're so old. Right, I'm going to pause. I need to go to the shop and buy some more wipes, baby wipes, because I've run out and I forgot to buy some this morning. Just back from the shop, so I bought a new pack of baby wipes. Some little mini wire brushes from the local hardware store, which if you're in my area up here near Maryport, I highly recommend this little place. Sort of a hardware shop. They've got all sorts, little screws, bolts, tools, electrical tape, all sorts, really good. Ellis Brothers, so they were £1.30, and I bought a pack of electrical tape, PVC black electrical tape, which was 85p. Because I need electrical tape to be able to retape the bars on the TCR behind you, which is why I haven't done it yet, because I didn't have any. I'd run out. Right, let's get on with cleaning these. So I'll come back to you when I've done this. Normally, cleaning out this bottom bracket shell and cleaning these cups, I'd use solvent. If I was in my garage, I'd put them in petrol and just give them a wash out with petrol and then dry it off outside. Can't do that. I haven't got any petrol here. Yeah, I've got solvent, but I don't want to be shoving that through here inside. So it's not a garage, it's just a little room, so it's a bedroom really. So I will give it a scrub with a little steel brush, and then I'll clean up the cups with a little brass brush once I've given them a wipe round with the Huggies wipes, which is baby wipes. I mean, you don't have to use Huggies. I normally use Asda ones, but I forgot to buy some when I was there. But I'll come back when I've done that, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to get the cups out, how I'm going to do that. Then I'll measure the cups, because I want to know what bearing size they are for the future. Normally, on those other bikes, like on the, I've got to do the bottom bracket bearings on the TCR on the turbo as well. I do those a lot more frequently, so the cups are all greased and they come out easier. These ones haven't been out in 3 years since I put them in, Right, I'm just going to stop the camera, come back to you when I've done this. So normally, if I'm pressing out the cups from the Hollowtech 2 Shimano ones, I use my little set here that I bought from Amazon, and the cups fit in there. You push that in and then you draw out the bearing with the right size little collar. These bearings. Now, for some reason today, even though they fit inside the tool, these are slightly bigger, the Hope ones, and they don't quite fit in the tool. They don't sit down into that collar, so I'm just going to have to mess about until they do, which is a bit of a nuisance. Where's my bearing? See if this will work. Yep. That's that one out. And then I just do the other cup as well. Only problem is it's got that stuck in there. There we are. So that's the cup with the bearing out. There's the bearing. Feels okay. You can see that's a Hope one. So this will be 7mm wide. And these are the Shimano ones. Shimano style, these aren't actually Shimano. You can see they are narrower. They're 6mm, so they're a N. These are obviously better. Let's do the other one. Same again. Put that through there first. Push that on the end of there, which expands it. I'm doing it the wrong way. It needs to go this way. Like so. Drop that into there. Drop that down there. Put my bearing back on. Sorry if I keep going out of shot. That's it. That's that one out. Clean up these. Second cup. That's just a spacer. And that's the other bearing. Which again feels fine. Just clean up the inside of the cups. So I'm just going to put a dab of new grease in both those cups. Cut open the new bearings. Rubbish. Right, so they are 7mm wide. OD, the diameter is 37, and the internal 23.9, so 24. That's the one. Right. Just make it quicker. Got the bearing on. Spin that down. It should sort itself. It's sorted itself. Let's just check that, make sure it's down properly. Make sure I can get the collar back on. Yeah, that'll go back on. Bit of grease again. Just on the seal of the bearing. Just helps stop water getting in there under the seal. One done. Do the next one. Same again. Put that in there. Stack it up. Whisk the top down, push it in. That's it. That's fine. Bit of grease over that seal again. Just seal back on. This is the difficult bit. That's it. Put them back in the bike next. I'll just tidy up my tools. I've cleaned all this out then, it's dried. So I gave it a wipe with some baby wipes. Dried it out with some paper towel before I did the last bit. So now, shove a bit of grease in here, both sides. Then, the sleeve on the whole bottom bracket is aluminium. Doesn't matter which way around it goes. Bit of grease on that seal. Cover the actual aluminium as well because it's getting salted in this one and it was starting to corrode. Then this is the drive side, so I'll put that in last. I'm going this side. Grease on the threads of here as well. Plenty of grease. And before that's fully tight, put this side in. You want to be careful, making sure you don't cross thread them. Then we just need winding in together. Need the tool next. I'm going to put the lid back on the jar. And then tighten them up once they're both down. Before I refit the crank, bit of grease again in the bottom bracket actual and around there as well, both sides. While I can get at it, wipe off any excess grease. Oops. Oh well, it nearly worked, that's the chain falling off. I have to clean that off. Grease on the spindle. Crank back on, tighten it up, chain back on, job done. So I'll see you in a minute when all this is done, and then we'll close out. Right, so the camera cut out on me, but that doesn't matter. So torqued up the bolts, all done. The only thing I've got to do is just wipe off that one little bit of excess grease that's squeezed out. And then are you ready? Spin test, which I know is a lot of rubbish. Not bad, that's okay. So all that I'm left to do with now is put the chain back on, tidy up, done. So cold weather again tomorrow. It's meant to be minus all day, so probably be on Zwift. So doubt that I'll be outside, and it's high winds this weekend, so might not be a ride video for a little while again. So thanks for watching, see you in the next one.